Hey guys, it's your girl Mika. For those who are new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So today is going to be the first video of Vlogtober. So I know I'm probably like posting this video when y'all see it. It's not gonna be October the 1st, but when you're dealing with the autoimmune disease, it's sometimes like trying to get things out when you want to. You can't do it on your time, you have to do it on your body's time. So I want to so I want to do a quick like intro, get to know me video. I realized that I kind of started putting out vlogs all year, and I have never did like a get to know me, introduce myself type of thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So just some simple things about me. So like I said in the beginning, my name is Mika. That's kind of like my nickname. That's the name that I go by. I'm not gonna put my government name on here, but just know my name is Mika. You can find me on all my platforms, Mika. Well, I guess Mika Dorsey, because that's on my Instagram. So I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, and I'm on, ooh, you a little bit over, honey. And I'm on Facebook as well, so you can kind of, you know, find me on those different platforms. I'm very active on my Instagram page. I post a lot of things. I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm from Macon, Georgia, which is like Central Georgia area, but in 2021 I relocated to Atlanta, Georgia. So typically on my platform, what you will see is like things to do around Atlanta. I love reporting on date nights, things to do with your boo, or like a girl's night out. I just feel like for a date night, I just prefer things that I can actually have fun. We can let our guard down and kind of like get to know one another. And then if you have been in a relationship for a little minute there, it's just something relaxing and fun to do. Like, so just something like you just, you know, don't have to worry about the burdens of the day. You can just have fun, let loose. So those are the type of things that I do. Oops, sorry y'all, these roads are bad. But those are the type of things that I do put in on my Instagram, on my social media platforms. My YouTube is more so like, it is things to do in Atlanta, but it follows like me, like my day-to-day, what I do, like the influencing part that I have to deal with as well. So you get to kind of see like behind the scenes of videos and shoots. And sorry y'all, my allergies are so horrible, but y'all get to really see me. Now, prior to moving to Atlanta in 2021, I lived in DC for like 6 years. I graduated from college with my degree in information technology. I had been working as a claims adjuster, adjusting like injury claims for accidents, and I just kind of like decided like that it wasn't really for me. So as soon as I got my degree from school, I upped and I moved to Atlanta. I mean, not Atlanta. I upped and moved to DC. I didn't know anybody in DC. I didn't have any friends, none of that. So initially, when I had decided to move to DC, I was dating this guy at the time, and he was from New York, and he wanted to move closer to his family because he had been living in Macon as well. And so it was kind of like a mutual decision that we were going to move to DC. I got my job first, and he didn't get a job, so he was still looking for jobs. Then he took another job, which restricted him from leaving. So, you know, that was that. So I was by myself, and you know what, I was just like, you know what, it's time to like put on my big girl underwear. Let's tackle this, like let's get out there. So I made a decision, you know, sorry y'all, I made the decision to move on anyway to DC and just stay there. And it really like taught me a lot of life lessons and life skills. When I was in Macon, I was extremely shy. I didn't want to talk to anybody, let alone like strangers. Like I wasn't talking to any strangers, y'all. And just living in DC, not knowing anybody, it was just like, look, I'm either gonna have to talk to people, or I'm just gonna be out here by myself, like bored, not having nobody, lonely, all this and that. So I am just so happy that I decided to move. And I encourage anybody, like, you have to, at least if it's just for a year, like, get up and move somewhere where you know no one, you have no family, no friends. Just move there. You will, like, grow as a person, and you will learn new things about yourself that you didn't even know. I have new experiences. I feel like I grew up in DC. I just learned a lot. Like, I wasn't a type of person to take public transportation at all. Literally in Macon, I just drove everywhere. So I had to learn how to ride the train. I learned, well, no, I'm gonna say that, but I didn't learn how to ride the bus, but I did get on the bus. But learning to ride the bus is a different beast. But I have gotten on the bus. I started getting into solo travel. I've traveled by myself. I learned how to get out, talk to people, make friends. I learned all of that just by living in DC. And living in DC was a really good life experiences. I made some really good friends in DC that I still talk to on a regular basis. I take trips with my DC friends all the time, every year. One of my DC friends, we have a standing trip now. We have decided to go on vacation every Cinco de Mayo weekend. So that's pretty much, you know, what we're doing now is we're doing the trips. And then I have another friend that I travel with. I have other friends that come out and visit me in Atlanta. So it's worth it. I really like DC. And I do have a vlog. I went back this summer to go to Rocklet City Fest and visit some friends. So I do have a vlog about my trip to DC. It's a very good area to live in. You will learn a lot. Just a heads up, it is an expensive area to live in, so you can't go there with no coin. So make sure you got your coins together if you're considering living in DC. So what do? I work in tech. Like I said, I got my bachelor's degree in information technology, and when I was living in DC, I went to grad school and got my graduate degree in cybersecurity. So I am a tech baddie. Okay, I have did a little bit of everything in tech. Of course, I started in the help desk, and then I transitioned to an analyst. Then I transitioned into the networking department. Then I transitioned to the server department. And now, currently, I'm working on, I work with software that manages like cell phones, tablets, laptops, that sort of thing. So that's currently what I do in my 9-to-5 career. I am a tech baddie. So if you guys are interested in tech or thinking about joining tech, just, you know, feel free to reach out to me. I can offer, you know, any kind of guidance, you know, you guys, you know, any questions y'all might have. So how did I get into content creating? So I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I never wanted to be a content creator. That wasn't even on my radar. I kind of got into content creating because when I was living in DC, I explored a lot or whatever. But I'm even gonna take it back before then. So I'm in tech. One of my tech interests is website design. I kind of like when I took a class on website and design and building a website, I kind of took an interest into that. I just didn't want to do it like as a full-time job. That's just something that I just wanted to play around with and do it leisurely. So I wanted to get into like WordPress. It kind of started coming out. WordPress got really big. So I was like, oh, I want to learn how to use WordPress. Well, in tech, when you do a lot of self-study, it's best to do like hands-on kind of stuff. And so I knew I wasn't going to be able to work for anybody talking about, I want to learn WordPress. Like, no. So I created a website. So I created a website, put it on WordPress. I had no idea like what I wanted the website to be. So it kind of like took me a little minute to kind of like figure out, okay, well, what do I want this website for? Like, what am I going to do? Like, I need to have something, because like I said, I need some hands-on practice with WordPress, find out what WordPress can do, what kind of things I can do on there. Like, I wanted to, you know, play around. So when I was living in DC, I started exploring. There was a lot of things like that was available to me that was not available to me living in Macon. So I started to explore more. I go to different places, try different foods, go to different businesses, try different activities. I was just getting out. So I was like, and then I had, you know, friends. They would ask like, oh, can you give me some recommendations? Like, I want to go here. I have some people coming into town. So I noticed like people started asking me for like recommendations on doing things, because I explore and I go out and I just want to try new things and go to new places and, you know, things of that nature. So I decided to write my first blog post. Was literally about going out in DC. So what it was called, it's called Not Your Ordinary Day Night in DC, because like I said in the beginning of the video, I don't like traditional movie and dinner dates. I don't like that. So my first blog post was Not Your Ordinary Day DC edition. So all the things that I've tried that was out of the ordinary, I wrote it down and I put it in a blog post. So my reasoning for doing it, so when people like ask me like, oh, I need some suggestions, can you suggest something, I'll just send them the link to my blog post. Y'all, like, so many people like that blog post. So many, I've seen it share. This one I used to be in like GroupMe real heavily, and I used to see like the posts like share in GroupMe, and I wouldn't even say anything, but I would just kind of chuckle to myself. I'm like, oh, there goes my blog post. And so then when I started traveling and started exploring different places, like I got my passport while I was living in DC, I started writing like travel guides / a blog, just really just outlining like everything I did when I visited there, from like what flight I took, how much it cost, where did I stay, where did I eat, what kind of things did I do. And then I would also have like a list of like places that were on my list that I didn't get to check out, and I would make sure I let people know, because what anybody can say about me is the places that I'm gonna recommend are places that I have been and I have experienced. I'm not giving you recommendations of things that I just find and I have no clue like how it is. I feel like my name is important, and I think that's why people ask me a lot, because I'm not going to give them no recommendation of a place that I have not been. I will say, listen, this place is on my list to visit. I have not been there yet, so I cannot vouch for the place, but all I can tell you is that it's on my list and I've been wanting to go. So go at your own risk, pretty much. So from there, from the writing blog post, it kind of trickled in to Instagram. So I started showing places on Instagram that I was going to, places I was visiting, like my recommendation, what I like about it. I was writing like, you know, little reviews and stuff. So that's kind of how I got my start in like content creating. And I realized like, oh, I just like making content. I like blogging. And that's just kind of where it all started. Now, let's see, whatever, some else like fun facts about me. Oh, so am I single? Am I in a relationship? So right now I am currently in a relationship. We have been dating for about 1.5 years now. We met online. He's from Miami, and we just kind of hit it off when we started dating, and we just kind of been together like ever since. Like, he is a creative himself. He loves supporting me and my content. When I do go out and I am needing to get content, he is my photographer, he's my videographer, he's the bag holder, he's the assistant. Like, he really helps me a lot when I'm out here like creating content. So I really appreciate, shout out to Bag. So I really appreciate it. He definitely helps me, and you know, in return, like, I do help him with his content because he's trying to build a following. He is an actor, he's a singer, he's getting into photography. So, you know, I do try to return the favor and, you know, help him out. All right. So next is, how old am I? I know sometimes I get that I look young a lot, but so I have a baby face, and then too I'm short. So, but I am 35. I am on my auntie vibes, y'all. Yes, I am an auntie. So I kind of got nervous a little bit, like, with branching into like the YouTube space, just because I am, you know, 35, and it's a lot of like younger, like mid-20s that are content creators. But my boyfriend was just kind of like, girl, why is you worried about that? Who cares? He was like, you still go out, you have a good time. And you know what? It might be some aunties out here that's just like me that might can relate to some of the things that I'm going through. And it could be some young sisters, you know, or young ladies that may relate to what I'm going through. Is the thing about me, actually, I have an array of friends. Like, I have a wide age range of friends. I think my youngest friend is like 25. Yeah. And my oldest friend is old enough to be my mom. But I mean, friend is a friend to me. I don't discriminate with my friends' age, race, gender, none of that, preferences, politicking, whatever. I don't discriminate. I feel like if I vibe with you as a person, then it's meant to be. You know, that's just me. So yeah, I am 35. Let's see. So I don't know, some people are into horoscopes. I am a Scorpio. My birthday is November the 6th. Whoop, whoop, Scorpio. Okay. So I know we get a lot of flack, but you know what? We are tell it like it is, people. We really have a black and white personality. We don't really operate in the gray. You know, it's either you like us or you don't like us, or we like you or we don't like you. And that's just pretty much it. But we are very loyal. We are fun to have around. So yeah, so that's all that I have for my intro video. I'm making this video, as you can see, in the car, and I am heading to my I'm heading to Trader Joe's. Might as well tell you guys. So I'm gonna be making a day 2 Vlogtober video, and that's gonna happen at Trader Joe's. So I'm really almost there, but I wanted to get in like my good old intro, my day 1 Vlogtober, my first Vlogtober, and just parting words for anyone that's out there being a content creator, or just if you have a dream that you want to pursue. It is never too late to pursue any dream that you have, as long, what my boyfriend say, as long as you have breath in your body, you can achieve. So even though, you know, you might get discouraged, sometimes things may seem, you know, unattainable, but don't give up and just keep on pressing on. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next video.